the Wilson A2000 DP15. This glove is 11.5 inches and it was the Dustin Pedroia model. Basically what matters on this glove is that it was designed for people with smaller hands and people who like to feel the ball a lot. We'll talk about that more later. We've likely all felt an A2K or an A2000 from Wilson before. I prefer the A2Ks. They're thicker and slightly softer feeling. That means that our A2000 here is a little bit thinner and harder. It really comes down to preference at that point. You just need to decide what you like more. The link to this glove is in the description. Go check it out if you want to. Once this glove was broken in, it felt fantastic. When I first got this glove, it was actually really uncomfortable. Compared to a lot of gloves, it felt extra awkward before it was broken in. With that being said, this thing is an absolute beauty now that it's fully broken in. I probably shouldn't say fully. This is practice ready, maybe not necessarily game ready. Oh yeah, don't forget to stay tuned for ground balls. We'll talk about the positives and the negatives with this glove. I almost forgot something very, very important. I need to talk about the break-in tips. I can confidently say that this is the hardest Wilson glove to break in for infield specifically. The palm and the heel on this glove are both thinner than normal. And what happens is it makes it easier to get really bad creases when you're breaking the glove in. I literally played with people who had a glove that closed like this because they were over squeezing it and the palm was bulging upward instead of going backwards like normal. I've actually seen quite a lot of badly broken in DP15s because of that palm and heel. So go slow and do a ton of mallet work to break this glove in. Just so you guys know, normal glove conditioner will actually change the color of the leather. And because this is white, I just want to mention this. I made a whole video on it, but just to explain it quickly, what it's made up of doesn't change the leather color at all, but it does condition it. And that's why I like using it. The link is in the description, but yeah, sorry. We need to talk about the positives with this glove. Obviously the leather on this is great. It's an A2000, we've all seen them before. The one thing I want to talk about is just the shape of the glove. It is absolutely beautiful. It's just perfect for your middle infielder. You could use it at third, sure, but middle infield is where it's really gonna like thrive. So with great shape comes great responsibility. No, but in all seriousness, with great shape means most likely you're gonna have great transfers, and that's exactly right with this glove. Wow. The big thing with transfers is gonna be the heel itself. This glove, I have plenty of room for like my 4 fingers here, so transfers are super smooth. If a glove is too narrow, it's hard to transfer the ball. 11.5 inches is like perfect for middle infield. Wow. But you could totally use it at third base. I used 11.5 inches for a season at third in high school. I wouldn't exactly advise people to use this at third though, and I'll explain why. The palm and the heel on this glove are intentionally designed to be thinner. They're pretty dang thin too. This is what makes the Dustin Pedroia model the Dustin Pedroia model. The wrist is tighter for a youth or somebody with small hands. The wrist and the palm are also thinner so that you feel the ball more. That's great. A lot of people love it. This is a super popular model. But at third, you don't necessarily need that extra thin palm. Some people might like it, but a lot of times the balls just hit extra hard to third and you don't want to be breaking little bones in the hand.
Right then, you know?
Oh yeah, that stinks.
Like,
having an extra feel for the ball is a very good thing for shortstop and second. It's funny when you hear my voice change like as I'm throwing. So the thing is there's also an in-between. So before we get to the negative, let's talk about what kind of just lies in the middle. We already mentioned it, but the thin palm and heel just kind of go in between. Some people are gonna like it. Some people are gonna hate it. The tight wrist is also in the in-between because not everybody has tiny hands. It works for me. I got like skinny hands. And then the last one is gonna be our rolled fingers. Almost all Wilson gloves naturally have rolled fingers. This one just feels like especially rolled. You can straighten them out just a little bit if you kind of force it. The negatives though, let's get to it. So we actually have 2 negatives for this glove. Wow. One is gonna be that the glove is really hard to break in. Like the glove is so hard to break in that it actually makes people break it in poorly, and you can make a good glove bad by doing that. As long as you know what you're doing,
you're gonna be perfectly fine. It's gonna be a wonderful glove. The second negative is actually gonna be the stinger. With that thin heel and palm, you're gonna get more balls that simply wanna make you cry. It feels less noticeable on ground balls, and it's more so when you're playing catch and just take one right off the palm. With this glove, you get some that legitimately hurt quite a bit, and it's just something that you have to like kind of weigh it out. Is that worth it to you? Are you okay with that? Are you a big weenie baby? Are you gonna cry about that? Wait. Oh, I'm running. Oh, Chris Banger, he makes a diving play. Let's go. Wow, put me in the MLB.
A lot of you out there looking to buy a Wilson have probably seen the thing they call spin control. What I'll say is I actually like it, but you gotta watch the video to figure out why.